Boys, welcome back to the channel. Gentlemen, in this video, we are going to be speaking about how to escape mediocrity. Okay, how to actually excel past average, bro, past normal. I'm going to be breaking down like 8 concepts that I think really come together in being more than just fucking average and what most people are nowadays. The 8 areas, the 8 things that really are going to help you excel. Okay, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. Guys, number 1, the most important, well, these are all really important, but the first thing is you need to have ruthless standards, okay? I talk about all of these concepts a lot, but the thing with standards is everything you've done in your life, essentially, you've done to the standard as to what you deem as acceptable. And so when you have ruthless high standards, it's like everything that you do will be at such a high level that naturally that is more than average, that is more than just normal, and in that are you going to excel in every way possible, okay? The second thing, gentlemen, is choosing discipline over motivation every single day. Why? You guys probably hear this a lot, but I don't actually think you guys understand why, okay? The reason is because, guys, when you're just motivated, this is what you're doing. You're basically bouncing up and down on the line, bro. Where on the top, you're motivated, you feel like it, you feel good. Maybe you haven't had a hard day, so you're doing the things that need to be getting done. You've watched a motivational video, whatever. And then on the bottom, you have the times where you're tired, where you're laying on the couch, maybe you've had a hard day at work, whatever. You don't feel like it, and so you don't get things done. Maybe you eat bad, whatever it is. And then discipline is this right fucking here. Boom. Boom. Every single day. Just knocking shit down. Regardless of how he feels, the things get done. Because he's been fucking programmed. He's been programmed like a robot. Nobody stops him. Every single day he gets it done, no matter the circumstance, no matter what's put in front of him. And that is why discipline is actually so important. It's instead of just relying on motivation and lacking the discipline. It's because this is what's going to allow you to stay consistent every single day, day in and day out. Okay, gentlemen, the third concept, the third framework that you have to realize is you're going to have to kill the excuses that you are currently making to yourself. When I talk to a lot of dudes, what I'll hear and what we naturally do as humans, as people, I think it's just the way we're hardwired so many times, is we are always going to be biased and like on our own side, of course. And so whenever you are thinking about the position you're in or why things didn't go your way, this and that, you're always going to fucking just start, these excuses are just going to start to spill out of your mouth into reasons as why you didn't achieve or why you didn't do something. I felt tired because I was working 12 hours a day. Like I'll talk to some dudes, well, I did this all day today and I usually don't, and this or this happened, and you point fingers and blame all other people. You're just filled with excuses. And the biggest part which you have to understand from that is, guys, because you're doing this all for yourself, which I get into in the next concept, is this only affects you. And so you have to kill every single excuse that's in your fucking book right now. And what happens, and what has already happened to a lot of you, is you've ran out of excuses. Now you're just fucking repeating yourself over and over and over again. Okay? But that is one of the most fucking important. Okay? Gentlemen, the next thing you have to do, and this is what I'm big on, is you have to expand your circle. But not just fucking any circle. Okay? You have to start hanging around like-minded individuals. You are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with the 5 people that you spend the most fucking time with. You hang out with 5 bums, you're gonna be the 6th. You hang out with 5 fucking average dudes, you're gonna be the 6th. You need to hang out with young, hungry fucking killers. If you're fat right now, start hanging out with 5 jack dudes, you'll become jacked. If you're poor right now, start hanging out with 5 fucking millionaires, you'll become the 6th. And you have to expand your circle to your advantage. Okay, shameless fucking plug. Go join Masculine Money Men. Apply. It's the inner network I run where I take you through my own program. You hang around like-minded fucking dudes on the same journey. Link in the description. Okay, so after you expand your circle, this is where I get into what I was talking about, is you have to invest in yourself. Why? Because boys, what I did for so long and what you're probably doing is, you know, you might be a people pleaser right now, or you might be giving all of your time away and helping people, and that's fine. But what you have to realize at some point is you're not helping the most important person, and that's yourself. You're trying to fill other people's cups and be a people pleaser and all these different things, seeking maybe outside validation, but you're trying to pour into everybody else's cup, but your cup isn't even filled with anything. It's like, how can you pour into other people's cups, but there's no water in your cup? There's nothing in yours. And so you must become selfish so that you can then become selfless. Fill your cup, and then you can go and help people and give your time away. But like, you need to respect your own time if you want other people to respect your time, okay? And what I always say, and I just lost my train of thought. Essentially, when it comes to investing in yourself, bro, that's what it was, is you need to be expanding your knowledge, reading, training, like taking that time and putting it into your biggest asset, which is yourself. Because at the end of the day, bro, you are the one that does all of this. It's not fucking anything else around you. It's you. Everything stems from you. And I think a lot of you guys fail to realize that, is that you are the fucking man, bro. You are the shit. You are the chosen one. You just don't know it yet. You haven't looked where the answers are, bro, and they're inside. And the only way you're going to know that is by investing into yourself, your mind, all these different things. Okay, gentlemen, the next thing is you need to be able to take risks, bro. No fucking risk, no Rari, baby. Bro, what do most people do? What do all average people do? They take the safe route. They don't, I mean, if most people don't take the risk, what's the opposite of that? If we're trying to achieve the opposite of fucking escaping mediocrity, we need to do the opposite of what most people are doing. So if most people are not taking the risk, we need to take the risk every single time. When the chance presents itself, we fucking go, we jump. Even when it doesn't, we figure out a way to jump, right? Every single time. I always say, a lot of you are playing defense, but you have nothing to defend. It's like you won't even take the shot and try to hit the three-pointer. But you not taking the shot, you're guaranteed not to make the 3 points. If you do take the shot, maybe you swoosh the three-pointer, and if you miss, you were already guaranteed that without taking the shot, bro. It's like if you're trying to, you see this beautiful girl, and you're like, damn, what's up? She's bad. There's two things you can do, bro. Number one is you can do nothing and not get her number. Number two is you can take the shot, go up to her because you're the shit, value yourself, and ask her for her number. Now, two things can happen after you've taken the shot. You can either get her number, let's fucking go, I'm the man, or you don't. You fail. But what happens is, like, you would have already been guaranteed failure if you didn't even walk up to her. You have nothing to lose, my boy. Everything to fucking gain. So start playing like it. Get your head in the fucking game, my boy. All right? So you need to be a risk taker. You want to escape being average? Don't fucking do what the average are doing. The next thing, and boys, I talk about this all the time on my channel, that is, you need to dominate. Damn, I can't spell right now. The day. I always talk about winning the day, gentlemen. Why? Because the days over and over and over again are what gets you to the end result. Focusing on what you need to do right now is what gets you to the end result. If you're so focused on the future where you're excited of what's to come, or you're questioning things, you don't know where you're going to be, you're maybe thinking about your future that you might not even be in. We could die today, we could die tomorrow. Or you're thinking about the past and things you should have done and this and what led you to your current position. It's like you're not putting enough emphasis and enough focus and leaving enough energy even, because you're draining yourself both ways, into the present moment, into the gift, all right? Into what needs to get done right now. Okay, the reason you need to dominate the day and win the day is because if you win enough days in the week, bro, you'll win the week. You win enough weeks in the month, you'll win the month. You win enough months in the year, you win the year over and over and over again until we fucking win, until we conquer. Now, how do you win the day? This leads on to the last point, gentlemen, which is measure your progress. So, for example, when you're trying to win your day, you got to think of like what comes together if you're trying to win your day. Like you make a list, a task list, and knock things down, right? So you know what you need to do, and every single time you do them, you knock it out. What time you're going to wake up, all this stuff. And so with that, it's like you need to be measuring your progress at all times, because if you aren't tracking things, you don't fucking care about it enough. It's simple as that. And there were plenty of times where I wasn't tracking things, and it's simply because I got lazy, because I didn't actually care about them as much as I thought I cared about them. And what happened, bro, is there were so many times where I was tracking things, where I wasn't tracking things. And I thought I was putting in all this work. I thought I was working all day. I thought I was working as hard as possible. And then when I actually wrote them all down so I could measure my progress, when I actually put them in front of me, when I started jotting down my notes and putting things in front of my own two eyes, that it become very clear to me is actually like, holy shit, I'm not putting in as much work as I thought. And because of that, I'm not progressing as much as I thought, as much as I want to. You know, there were times where I was like, oh, I feel like I'm working 12 hours a day, and then I put it on paper and I was like, oh shit, I'm really only putting like 2 hours a day into my actual business that's gonna make me money, and then I wonder why I'm not making any money. Because I'm not putting enough emphasis into the work. I'm not tracking any of the actual work. Nothing was going tracked. And so it was like, essentially what I was doing, what a lot of you are doing is you're winging life. It's like, how can you expect to get like full-time fucking results when you're putting in like part-time work? It's like you're kind of just winging things as they come. And with that, it's like, how do you expect, bro, to like, we want to play always to our advantage. We need a plan. We need to know what we're doing. We need to be aware. And it's like, it doesn't happen from just, I'll take it as it comes. Like, we do that on top of having a plan and everything. I would say you need to improvise. You need to be able to fucking roll with the punches, bro. But you need to have a plan. You need to be tracking your progress. You need to be doing the important things so that you know what's going on at all times. This helps you become more aware, essentially. And we want to be as much as aware as possible, so we know what's going on in our business, in our life, in our mind, journaling, all of this consistently. So what I recommend, journal every single day. Is personally what I do in all different facets of my life, my business. And I promise you, having emphasis on all of these concepts, understanding these, is what's going to help you fucking escape average, escape mediocrity, boys. So gentlemen, hopefully you took something valuable from this video. I want to see you fucking level up. As always, I will see you boys in the next video.